CEOs, do you want to become a success? You're running a public company. Do you want your stock to increase 10x, 20x, 100x? Do you want to become a legendary CEO, creating billions of dollars of wealth? Or do you want to be a mooch bum? And that you might be a mooch bum right now, but you can still transform yourself into a massive winner. Look, there is a path, there is a proven system for creating 10-bagger stocks. I've done this. They call me the $1 trillion man. My name is Jack Marks. I've created over $1 trillion in wealth for shareholders over the last 25 years, helping CEOs just like you increase their stock price 10x to 100x. Too many doubles, triples, five baggers to count. I don't even consider those success stories. Look, these companies have raised billions of dollars. A lot of them started with nothing. They just had two guys and a dog, maybe a slideshow. Some of them were OTC, some were New York Stock Exchange. Again, billions raised, thousands of jobs created, research and development creating products that have changed the world that we live in today. Literally, some of these things have changed the world. Some are not as profound. I don't know. But look, let's talk about news flow. Let's talk about the number one subject, which I talk about all the time with our investor audience and why it's important. Look, news flow. What is news flow? News flow is you know what it is. It's your news, the company news. Investors need, okay, they need to see a constant stream of news developments from your company as a stock. Why is it important? Because the news flow, as I tell our audience always, it's the pulse of the business. The cadence, the quality of your news flow it tells you the company's alive. A company that doesn't have news is a company that's going out of business. Okay. It's a fact. If you're not putting out news, if you don't have two press releases per month consistently, not just when you feel like it, consistently, if you're not putting out two plus press releases per month, you are going out of business as far as investors are concerned, as far as I'm concerned also. And as far as reality also. Because look, the hallmark of a growth company, right? And most of you are probably growth companies, right? Or maybe you're an R&D company. I don't know. Let's say you're a mining company looking for resources, or a biotech company developing drugs. The news flow tells us that you're achieving milestones, right? What are the drill results? What are the clinical results? Whatever it is, what's going on in your business, right? If you're a company with revenues or you have products already, the news flow will tell the audience, hey, this is what's going on. There's actual demand for this product. The market opportunity is growing. It's growing. It's a massive market opportunity. The news flow, the cadence of that news flow, the quality of it is going to tell investors, it's going to give them a real insight into the health of your company. Now, maybe, look, you know what? Maybe you're going out of business. So in that case, you don't have news flow. If you're going out of business, odds are you may not have any press releases for 2 months. In that case, please stop watching this video. Watch the video so you could learn how to maybe turn that situation around. Okay, look, bottom line is there is no excuse not to be putting out news flow 2, 3 times, 4 times a month. Okay, I have the biggest winners that we've had. Okay, the biggest winners, they've all had this in common. And one of the things I work on with our clients is basically I teach them some secrets, some techniques for how to create consistent stories. By the way, any company, any public company can, and you definitely have right now enough stuff to talk about. I 100% guarantee you. I bet I could spend time with you, with your team, and I could come up with a dozen press releases to put out in the next 90 days. A dozen. Okay. That's one a week in case you're doing the math. How do I do that? I'll share my techniques with you if we decide to do business together, right? The point is this. You need that news flow because investors are watching it. It tells them that your company is moving. The news flow, growth companies have news. That's the way it works, right? If a human being doesn't have a pulse, what does it tell you? It tells you that they're dead. Okay. That's what it tells you. So the news flow is that pulse. I got to tell you something else. I got to tell you something crazy. We did a research study. We asked investors, what would you rather have? What would you rather have? Would you rather have a company would you rather invest in a stock that has news every week, but the stock is down 30%? Okay. It's down 30%, but it's got news week after week consistently. There's something going on. Or do you want to own a stock that's up 30% or up 50%, but has news once a month? You know what? The answer is going to surprise you. They'd rather go with the stock that's down. Why is it? Because part of it is entertainment. Part of it, the reason why investors buy small cap stocks, part of the reason why investors buy any stocks, if we're being honest about it, retail investors, is part of it is a speculative need for entertainment. It's we all have a need for excitement. Human beings, we crave two things. We crave certainty, right? We want some consistency, we want some regularity. At the same time, we want a little bit of uncertainty, we want some excitement. So a company that is constantly putting out news, it gives them that certainty that there's constantly stuff going on. And at the same time, there's that blue sky, there's that potential for excitement. The company that doesn't have any news flow, they got nothing. It's nothing going on. Why should they stick around? It's like a romance, right? It's these guys, you going out with a girl and you're whining and dying, going out every night. As soon as you get married, oh, that's it. Everything stops. You just lay on the couch. Do you think that's going to last? No, of course not. Same thing with shareholders. They're the same way. You can't take them for granted. Look, I tell CEOs, investors love good news. They'll even tolerate bad news, but they will not stand no news. Okay. They will love good news. They will tolerate bad news. They will sell your stock if you have no news. Okay. Bottom line. Now, very important. Now that you understand about news flow, you need to know how to maximize that news flow, because if nobody's watching your stock, that news flow does you nothing. It does absolutely zero for you. That's why you need Wall Street Reporter, because what we do is we get thousands and thousands of eyeballs on your stock. Maybe it's actually could be millions. I don't know. It's really, if we aggregate, it's millions of eyeballs watching your stock. They're watching your stock because some of them are going to buy your stock as soon as we introduce your company. As soon as we introduce your company, they're going to buy your stock. That's why stocks pop 25, 50%. We've had a couple things that doubled or tripled within 48 hours after their debut on Wall Street Reporter. But on average, they're going to increase. But not everybody's going to buy your stock right away. And that's a positive. It's a positive. Why is it? Because our goal is to create watchers for your stock. We want those investors watching your stock. We want thousands of investors watching your stock, because they're going to be watching your news flow. As you achieve milestones, then your stock is going to start increasing. And you know what? Guess what? Those watchers, they're going to turn into buyers. They're going to start buying your stock, because you know why? They're human beings. They're human beings who have fear of missing out. Fear and greed is what drives stocks. It's what drives markets for the last, I don't know, million years. Whenever markets were invented, that's how long this has been going on. It hasn't changed. It never will change. It's the way things are, my friends. So look, you need news flow, and you need to have eyeballs on your news flow. Nobody's going to give you more eyeballs on your stock than Wall Street Report. Okay, it's a fact. It is an absolute fact. I've created over $1 trillion of wealth for shareholders. Okay, there's a good chance, you might think there's a good chance that I know what I'm talking about. Now, look, do you want proof? Do you want me to prove to you? Do you want me to prove to you that there is no better platform than Wall Street Reporter for your stock? Very simply, look, instead of me telling you how great Wall Street Reporter is, and I can do that all day. Actually, I can choose this. I really can't, because I'm really not that good at self-promotion, believe it or not. I know it's shocking, but look, I'm not that articulate, whatever. I'm not that great at it. There's other people who are much better at self-promotion than I am. But look, the proof is this. The proof of Wall Street Reporter's greatness is the fact that we've seen stocks increase 50%, double. I mean, literally, we've had stocks increase 50% or even double on rumors. That's right, rumors. There's some guys who are sneaky. There's some promoters out there who spread rumors that they were going to engage Wall Street Reporter. And I think they probably wanted to, but it was actually a company we were talking to, but we weren't going to bring him in because they just weren't. They weren't the companies were just were not the right fit. So we were talking to, but we're never going to do anything with them. And these guys spread rumors that they're going to hire Wall Street Reporter, and the stock took off. The stock went up 50%. It doubled. I think these guys even may have raised some capital. I think they may have done like a $1 million raise in a private placement. The Canadians, of course. Who else? What are the promoters who would do something like this? Look, bottom line is you need to have that news flow, and you need to have eyes on that news. You need to have eyeballs on that news flow. All right, look, You're ready for that news flow. You're ready to get eyeballs on your stock. Get in touch. Jack Marks at wallstreetreporter.com. I will see you at the top